back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm sorry that the video is really dark. Little man is trying to sleep. He has had a weird sleeping schedule today. He slept he stayed awake all morning long from when he woke up at 5:30 to 6 and then go back to bed until 10. So he's like in and out of sleeping, so I'm keeping the lights off for him to be able to sleep better. So so I'm sorry the lighting is so bad. But anyways, I'm going to be doing a 2-week postpartum pretty much update for you guys and telling you guys what's been going on with me and little man for the past 2 weeks since he's been born, since he is 2 weeks old today, and all of that fun stuff. You might hear little noises in the background because he's literally laying right here. That has been the only way that he will fall asleep, is laying on my legs like this. So I think he just needs mommy's cuddles today. So yeah, I'm going to stop blabbering and get right on with this video. So for the first few days after I had him, it was very, very rough and tough to get used to. I never got any sleep whatsoever, especially for probably the first half of the week that I've had him. I never slept, or I just was so scared to sleep because I was nervous that if I fell asleep, I would not wake up and hear his cries and get up for him or anything like that. So I was super duper nervous about that. What is wrong? 1 minute. So like I was saying, I never really slept the first half week because I was always so afraid that I would never wake up to him crying, and I was just super nervous that something would happen to him while I was asleep, which I'm pretty sure is probably normal for a lot of first time moms. So yeah, but after about a week or so, I did start sleeping again, and I kind of have gotten in a more better system with his sleeping schedule, and we are on a nice schedule now for his sleeping. So basically, in the hospital was probably the roughest time of it all because I absolutely hated being in the hospital, because it felt like every time that I would start to doze off and actually try to get some sleep while he was sleeping, the nurses would come in and do our vitals, and then right when I would just get him to sleep, they would wake him up. And it was so annoying because he was so overtired too, because he would be so cranky and he would refuse to go to sleep because the nurses just kept waking him up to do vitals and all of that. For like the first night that we were there, it was just really annoying, but obviously they were nice about it and stuff. But I just wish that they would have waited until he got a little bit of sleep before coming back in and poking at him and everything like that, because he was super duper exhausted. The last night that we stayed there, that morning, like really early in the morning, they took him and did the last minute test that they had to do, and he was so miserable because he just got poked in the foot and a bunch of blood squeezed out of him. It hurt him really badly, but they had to do it, and I felt so bad. Alan was upset that he was feeling pain, so I definitely was hurt seeing him in pain. Where are you going? Little wiggler. But he was in pain, and his foot was very tender after that, but he was okay, so that's all that matters. So we came home, and it was pretty good. My mom took her vacation the week after my due date, so she took it at like a pretty perfect time actually, because when we came home on Friday, she was home from work pretty much, and then she was on vacation for the rest of the week, so that was good. So she helped out a lot with the baby, especially helping me getting used to having him, so that was really good. I really appreciate it. She took him whenever I needed him to be taken, to like go take a shower or something. especially the first few days going home. I was still like getting used to like healing up and everything. So that was that. I was really thankful that she was there to help me. Alan came over as very often as he possibly could to help me with Grayson. He came to do bedtimes and all that kind of stuff, which was really nice. Grayson definitely loved spending all of that time with Alan because Grayson really does love Alan. Like, there's a bond between them already that is unbreakable, and I love when I see them together because there's a different side of Alan that honestly comes out when he has Grayson. Like, it's so cute, and I love my boys. And so on to week 2, things were really, really good. I was really used to his sleeping schedule. He used to get up 3 times throughout the night, so he would get up once around 1 to 2:30, and then he would get up at like 3:30, more close to 4 o'clock, and then he would get up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Now he gets up we put him to bed around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and he sleeps until 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, eats, and then does not wake up until in between 5 and 7. He doesn't really have a specific time that he wants to wake up. It's just whenever he feels like he's hungry, then he will wake up. But he sleep for the first whole week. I tried putting him in a bassinet that vibrated. He liked it for like the first day, maybe 2 days, but he started to not like it because he wasn't able to see me. So whenever he woke up, he would wake up so many times. Whenever I tried to put him in the bassinet, he would wake up a few minutes later and notice that I'm not near him or he can't see me, so he would get scared. So I put a pillow on my bed that's super duper squishy. The stuffing in it is like all apart because it's worn out, and we have a blanket on there that's not like the type of fabric behind me. No, that's not it. No, I'll show you his blanket. It's not one that's like this where the fluff underneath is kind of like all somewhat separated. It's more it's like that material, but very, very thin and not as thick as that. We have it folded, so he lays on it, and that's his bed right now. He sleeps on that. He sleeps really well because if he does wake up, he sees me and he'll just fall back asleep because he knows that I'm right there. He also likes that pillow because he can roll on his side safely. He cannot roll on his stomach on that pillow at all because how squishy it is. It prevents him from rolling any farther than his side. And Grayson doesn't even roll on his stomach at all yet. He rolls on his side and puts his hands together up near his ear like he were to be sleeping like a normal adult would, and he like bends his knees up to his chest. It's really cute. So that's how he sleeps. For now, that was for pretty much the half of week 2. Now his sleeping pattern, like where he sleeps now, is when he is put to bed, he is put in his pack and play to sleep for like the first half of the night. So when he wakes up at 1, 2, or even 3 o'clock, he's in his pack and play. But after he wakes up from there, he's brought into my bed and he's on the pillow for the other half of the night. And then when he wakes up in the mornings, he comes and cuddles right next to me. So with his pillow, it's kind of like a little ways away from me, so he's not like, I'm not cuddling up with him. But in the mornings after he gets up at like 6 o'clock or 7, he gets cuddles with me and he'll fall back asleep sometimes. But we just cuddles, which he really likes his cuddles with me. I get smiles all the time from him. So that's how our schedule is for sleeping right now. So week 2 was also probably a really rough week for us as well, because a lot of drama was like happening between my family and Aylin. Not really my family, more or less my grandmother. My grandmother decided to open her mouth about some like stupid stuff and start a fight between me, like start a fight with me and Aylin. And it was a really big thing that should not have happened right now, especially since both me and Aylin are super stressed out. We barely have gotten any sleep in the last couple of weeks, and the fact that she thought this was the time to start an argument between everybody, I don't know. But Aylin doesn't really come to the house as much as he used to because of her. He'll come to see, oh, it's okay. He'll come to see Grayson a couple times out of the week, but he doesn't stay like he used to. He only stays for like half an hour to an hour because he doesn't want to be around her or deal with her because of everything that she's put him through, which is understandable. I go over to his place with Grayson more now, so I just, ooh, he's slipping. I feel bad that all that happened. It shouldn't have happened, honestly. So to update you guys now, little man is doing pretty good. He was strictly on breast milk for about half of the first week, but my milk supply started to drop after that. So we were supplementing it with half formula, half breast milk, just because his weight was dropping, so I had to give him more because I wasn't giving him enough ounces and he was still hungry and everything. But by week 2, by the end of it, my milk supply up to now, my milk supply is pretty much completely like done. I don't get even an ounce from both in total. So he's just strictly on formula right now, and his stomach is still getting kind of used to it. He also has the problem of eating super duper fast, so his stomach isn't digesting it, and it upsets his stomach. And he also has the habit of not liking to burp all the time, so he really regrets when he does not burp because he throws it all back up, and we feel so bad for him because he loses his breath and it scares him. But for the most part, where are you going, silly? But for the most part, Grayson is doing really, really well. He's definitely doing way better on his formula than what he was doing when he first started out. He was literally throwing it up all of the time, and he lost weight because of how much he was spitting up and not getting into his system. So he is doing way better. He has gained more weight because he's doing better with his formula, which is really good. He has a doctor's appointment on the 28th of next month, so that's probably when he's going to get his shots. I'm so nervous though, because I know I'm probably going to cry. I know Aylin's going to be upset because he's going to be in pain, but my little buggy needs to be vaccinated so he's all nice and healthy and doesn't get sick. So, yeah. Some features I guess I could talk to you guys about is Grayson's hair was black when he was first born, and it's lightened up to kind of like a dark brown, like a dark brown. It's not completely black anymore. Every baby's born with blue eyes, and Grayson's eyes have changed to a greenish brownish, so we're still debating on whether he's going to have brown or green eyes. We were really hoping that his eyes were going to stay blue, but unfortunately they did not. But that is okay. I don't know what else to talk to them about, Bubby. He's definitely a daddy's boy. I don't know. I think that's it about him. So I guess now I'll go into my part of postpartum. So my postpartum has been pretty good. I've had some things going on, which I will talk about, but overall, my pregnancy was very long, but I didn't rip or anything like that, so my healing process is pretty much just the easiest healing process you could think of. Unfortunately, I did get a urinary tract infection because I had the epidural and catheter. It's very common for women who do get those things. They do end up getting a urinary tract infection, so my doctor was not really really surprised that I got it. I hadn't gotten on medicine. I'm still not on medicine for it yet. I have been super duper busy. Like, it's been super hectic. They were supposed to send over a prescription, but my pharmacy doesn't do that prescription anymore that they sent over. So I had to call my doctor's office, which I called today finally. And they're sending over a new medicine, and so hopefully I can get on that medicine soon. So it will be all taken care of, because it definitely is a sucky thing to have a urinary tract infection, especially with taking care of a newborn. Like, having the pain and everything is really it's really awful, especially when you just go pee and that burning sensation like still is lingering with you after you go pee and you're like walking around and stuff. That soreness is still there, and you're trying to feed the baby, calm him down, walk him around, and you're like in pain from walking. It just sucks. It's so bad, and with that pain has made me way more tired than what I probably would be if I wasn't having that. So it does suck, but hopefully my medicine will be done soon so that I can go get it and I can get rid of it, and hopefully that will be the end of all pain from my labor. Like, I had no pain after I gave birth to him. Like, I wasn't sore or anything. The only thing that was like really sore was my back was hurting and my side really hurt. So that was basically the only thing. My body was just sore. Like, my muscles were sore. That was basically it. Like, that was the only thing that was sore. Like, my nether regions, I didn't have any pain with. And they were like, oh, we have pain medicine for you. And I was like, I don't need it. I think I took Motrin once at the hospital, and that was it. And that was for cramps. But I haven't had any cramping or anything like that since then. So yeah. So overall, we are a happy little family. Grayson's doing good. I'm doing good. Aylin's doing good. A lot of things are in place to be happening. I do have some videos that I want to film, and since everything is starting to... Okay, my battery's low. Fun to know. But since everything is starting to kind of like dwindle and even out, he's getting on a good schedule, I'm getting used to things, I'm going to be getting better. Some really fun videos for you guys should be coming up soon, so be looking for those. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this video was kind of all over the place. I hope you get the general gist of things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.